Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So, still in the middle of CES, I wanted to make this video. I had an opportunity to go around the convention center while I was here and look at the three main foldable phones that the companies brought. So I'm talking the Samsung Galaxy Fold, I'm talking the Huawei Mate X, and also the Royale FlexPai. So I had an opportunity to go look at all three of them, get my hands on them, do some hands-on demonstration stuff, and get a good feel for them. You know, it was interesting. I've never got to see any of these devices in person, so it was really cool to be able to go out on the floor and work and talk with the representatives and have them show them off and let me get some hands-on time with these devices. So let's go ahead and dive in the video, and you too can see them up close and personal. All right, so here we are with the Galaxy Fold. Now, I was really impressed with it. I mean, it's been out for a while. I have seen the display at like Best Buy underneath the lock and key case, but I've never actually got to play with one, test one out. And it's super cool. You can look here, there's so much stuff that you can do with it. And just getting some other things out of the way, I think that the software experience and the integration is the most refined on the Galaxy Fold as opposed to the other two that I looked at. But there's so much you can do. There's so many different orientations and setups. And then like with this windowed mode, I think you told me you can do like 6 different windows that you can have open at the same time on it. But great, fantastic specs, Qualcomm Snapdragon 855, 12 gigs of memory, 512 gigabytes of storage. And it's got this beautiful 7.3-inch screen. It's an AMOLED, of course. And then it's just really fun. It's something that's creative and new, and it's a different thing than just pulling out your regular phone and playing with it. And I was having a whole lot of fun with this. And see, even there, you can run the camera overlay or the app at the same time as you have like other windows and stuff open, and then you can just pop them out of the way and then go about your business. But it's really interesting, and I'm hoping that as time goes on that they'll find a way to make this technology even more affordable for everybody. So that maybe this will catch on more. But I did see some other concepts while I was walking around on the show floor that are not production ready models, just some like prototype stuff that they put out there. But this right here is the real deal, and of course you can pick one up, but they are crazy expensive, which is of course why I don't have one. Now, it is really easy to open and close. It's nice. The hinge is not that terrible. You can see there you got so many windows open. But one nice thing that they had new is they actually have a 5G model. So that's different than this one. I think he said it was like an international model, not one that you can pick up in the States that you can use on our 5G network, because apparently our 5G network is different. But they do have a 5G model now, and this one's not it. I wasn't able to get my hands on that one, but you can see how seamless it is and the integration between the different windows and how you can resize them to however you want them. And then when you close it, everything pops up on the screen here. So you'll see here I've got YouTube open, and then you open it up, and then when we open it up here, it's going to just flow and continue to play. So the software experience is really nice and refined. Now, of course, you still have that bend in the screen, which I'm not overly crazy about, but it's just part of life, the way things are now with these foldable devices, at least the first generation ones anyway. But it is 4.6 inches, but really whenever you flip the phone over and you have a look at it, it does feel kind of cramped. You have the 3 cameras set up on the back, which is nice. It does, of course, take good video and good pictures. I actually saw a lot of people at CES that were using these for recording things and social media and all that cool stuff. But really neat device, and hopefully there will be a generation 2 later on. I know Samsung's got their event coming up in February. So now, as far as the operation, folding it, opening it, all that good stuff, it's not really something that you can do one-handed. You can see here it does have some spring tension, so it will assist it with opening once you unlatch it and start the opening process, but it won't open all the way up. And of course, you'll have to press it close. And then you've got the power button, which is also the fingerprint sensor on the side, which is kind of nice. Now, that's all I've got on the Samsung Galaxy Fold. So let's roll along and take a look at the Huawei Mate X. All right, so here's the Mate X. You can see that there are some key differences here. There's that little red button on the side. This one, you actually have to push a button to make the screen open so you can fold it out into the full size. You've got the 3 camera array set up there on the side, very much similar to the Huawei P30 Pro cameras, if I remember correctly from what they were telling me. It does look really nice. It looks very refined and polished. It is running a version of Android 9.0, which is what they have on there currently. The hinge is not as ugly on this one, and then you've got the nice, polished aluminum looking bezels around it. But overall, I was really impressed with the display, the way that it looks. The crease in the center did not seem as overly prevalent as it does in the Samsung Galaxy Fold. And I think that this one, it came out a little bit later than the Galaxy Fold, so I guess they had some more time to work on the way that they wanted it to look as opposed to rushing it out. And of course, the Fold had its own issues, but totally cool. And this is my hands-on look with the Mate X. All right, last but not least, we have the Royale Flex Pi. So you can see at this demonstration booth, they have much more devices out for you to see. They kind of have them oriented in different positions. So they weren't as, closely guarded as the Fold and the Mate X. And they didn't really have anyone there showing them off, so anyone could just walk up and look at them. But you can see here, they do have it demonstrated very well with the whole folding capabilities that they have. They actually had a lot of stuff on display showcasing their, flexible display products. But very similar design. This one has the 2 cameras on the front. Also has a Snapdragon 855, and it has a 7.8-inch screen on it, also an AMOLED. And this one is a little bit different. It's still pretty easy to open and close. It seems like it's a little bit thicker than the other devices, but this one was the true first foldable phone, and they're using their proprietary Water OS overlay based off of Android 9. It definitely isn't as polished or refined as the Mate X or the Fold, but it's still pretty cool and it's novel. I really do like this one. It's kind of got like a wedge shape to it whenever it's closed. It's not like a fully sealed up close, but still, I think they did a pretty good job with it, and hopefully they'll manage to get this to market really. So, or at least get it polished enough. They originally announced it and showed it off at CES last year, but it's still not something that you can just go pick up and buy and use. And from what I could tell, just using it, the OS does seem a little clunky, but yeah, still, we're in the first generation of foldable technology, and I'm sure we're going to see more stuff that's going to come out here in 2020. 2019 was the first year of the foldable, and they're really working on trying to get this stuff out to the market and hopefully at a cheaper price point. But this is pretty cool. I had a lot of fun playing with this. If you can tell, I was able to turn on the camera, do some other things, and look at it. But really cool stuff that they've got going on, and I'm hoping that this is just a start of some really good things that we have to come for this year. All right, so that's all I've got on my foldables video here with the Mate X, the Flex Pi, and the Fold. So super cool devices. I'm glad that I was able to go around, get some hands-on time with them, and see them all in one place. It was super cool. I haven't got to see any of them prior to when I took these video shots over the last 2 days. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully this gave you a nice, insightful look at the phones if you're interested in them yourself. Of course, we got to see what the roadmap is for 2020, especially with the availability, because that the Huawei model is tied up and with all the US stuff, and then the Flex Pi one, who knows when that one's going to be on sale, but you can pick up the Fold if you want to shell out like $1,800–$1,900. So maybe 2020 will give us some cheaper foldables, but as a complete tech enthusiast and totally cool about this stuff, I had a lot of fun with them. So thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. As always, thanks for tuning in. Hit the like and the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, a little notification bell so you get notifications for all the latest and greatest. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.